podcasts.
So we're having such a fun time this week, taking a tour around the area, visiting with different counties, highlighting the arts in their areas. As you know, this morning we are in Walker County, and their artistic highlight happens to be the students themselves. So we are on stage at LaFayette High School, going to be checking in throughout the course of the hour with 5 very talented kids, all in their own way. But we begin the morning with kind of a family duo. We have Cayenne Russ and Ivy Grace. They are cousins here in town. Good to see you both.
Good to see you too.
So I guess you never have a dull family get-together with the two of you playing your music.
Not at all.
So you are a recent graduate of LaFayette, right, Cayenne? Ivy, you are a junior. And you both play the guitar, obviously. You keep it close by. But you've got a nice interplay going on because you, Cayenne, handle the covers. And Ivy, you are a songwriter in your own right.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you draw your inspiration?
For me personally, it's local musicians and artists that I tend to listen to in my free time. Actually, an employee at LaFayette High School, his name is Noah Collins, and he was a huge inspiration to me. I would always ask him about my songs and what I could do to sound better, and he would always give me a lot of good advice.
So much so that, Ivy, you don't have his class right now, but you and he jam after school sometimes, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
We were all sitting in the auditorium, the group that you'll have a chance to meet as the conversation goes on, and when Mr. Collins' name came up, everybody kind of turned their head to say what a fun teacher he is, but it speaks kind of to the whole reason we're doing this show, these shows this week, is the power of music and what it does for you as teenagers, because as Ivy, we're going to have a chance to hear you in a minute in one of the songs that you've written. You go through the teenage emotions.
Yeah.
You can pour those out
Yeah.
when you write your songs.
Yeah, whatever I'm going through, I just like make it a little bit more dramatic, and then I can write a song about it.
Do you find it a little bit unusual? I know that this is what y'all know every day, but to see this much talent in your school.
Right. I don't know if other schools have this many musicians and stuff, because we don't have like programs for acoustic instruments and stuff like that. So I don't know if everyone just does that on their own and brings it to school. Or...
Well, let's talk about that, because if you don't have the program, where did you learn? Are you self-taught?
I personally, yes, I am fully self-taught. I was in the choir program at our high school for 4 years. That's where I got most of my vocal training, but guitar-wise, I taught myself.
And same with you, Ivy?
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
So who are your musical influences? Because I had a chance to listen to you play. I've kind of gotten a sneak peek that you'll have a chance to hear. And you've got a little bit of that contemporary folk kind of feel, and your voice can go into your falsetto real quickly.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of like the Lumineers and like more folk bands like that, but also like pop music like Ed Sheeran and people like that.
You can hear that?
Yeah.
So which comes first for you, the melody or the lyric?
It depends. Sometimes I'll think of lyrics and I'll be like, I need to use that. Or sometimes I'll like hear a melody in my head and I'll be like, I need to put words to that. So it just depends.
Do you have a lot of support from your friends here at school? I mean, obviously the fellow musicians, y'all are going to support each other.
Yes, ma'am. My friends, I think a lot of them listen to my music, or I hope so. They say they do. So
I asked, was kind of just, you know how you'll chit-chat and small talk with people? We were small talking earlier. Cayenne, you're currently in college.
Yes.
But you are not shy, either one of you, about your hope to pursue this, right?
Oh, not at all. Ever since I was a kid, it's been my dream to pursue this professionally. But I did learn from my parents that it was smart to have a backup plan, so I'm in college for nursing right now.
And you are a junior.
yes, ma'am.
So how much are you playing on a regular basis? Do you go home every day and do your parents sit outside the bedroom door listening to you play?
Yeah, sometimes I'll be playing in my room and they'll like, I can tell they're standing at the door being like, oh.
So does it ever feel a little bit vulnerable in a way to write a song and then let someone hear it for the first time? That's a part of your soul you're sharing, kind
Yeah,
of.
definitely, because like, especially songs like romance songs or stuff like that, you like go and play those for your family and stuff, and you're like, I'm sitting there telling them what I'm going through, you know?
And then your mom says something, you go, Mom.
I know. Yeah.
We've all been there. So, Cayenne, do you have a plan in mind for how you'll you'll pursue your dream? You're going to get that bachelor's degree first. And
Yeah. My plan was I visited Nashville during my senior year for spring break, and I got to see the live music and go into the different places and hear everybody playing. And my mom kind of made a funny comment. She was like, "You can work at Vanderbilt and like go and sing in the clubs on the weekends." And I kind of chuckled, and then I was like, that's actually not a bad plan.
Not a bad plan.
I don't know, I just like being where the music's at, where everything's lively, and Nashville is definitely a place for that.
It is Music City. Well, we're going to hear from Cayenne in a bit. She'll have a Chris Isaak cover for us to play, but we're going to begin with you, Ivy. So set us up for the song that we're going to hear you perform.
It's a song written about, the first half is written about this girl, and she doesn't have much to go off of and stuff like that. And the second verse is about this boy who's getting bullied and like all this stuff. And the song is called Problems because they have their problems. And towards the end, it's like everybody's going through stuff and stuff like that. So.
Well, we are so glad to be sitting on your stage talking and listening to the two of you. How fun that here in Walker County, what they want to highlight when it comes to their artistic venues are the kids themselves. So stick around, we're back with more, but here's Ivy to play us into the break.
Strange what desire will make foolish people do. I'd never dream that I'd meet somebody like you.